I guess you started the annual flooding.
We started the annual flooding in Castleton. It's Mother Nature has been against us a little bit this year because of we haven't had the good cold temperatures. We're doing something. We did a little bit of this last year, but we're doing more and more of it this year, where we're having to haul in the water so we can get a lot of water to work against Mother Nature. So before, when you have the cold temperatures, the frost would go in deep, but it hasn't. So we're using a lot of water to try and push that frost in because we don't use liners. So with COVID, we wanted to put in more ice this year to have more space. So we're going to have 4 ice surfaces in total when we're finished. And total square footage will be hovering around 50,000 square feet when we're done. Still not ready to skate on yet, but we should have something available tomorrow for a little bit of ice. I don't want to tell everybody that, but we're getting really, really close to be able to turn on the green light and get everybody going.
How are the trucks working out? A lot quicker, or are they quicker?
It is fairly quick because we can dump a lot of gallons per minute down. So traditionally, when you see a concrete truck, you think that it's only meant for concrete, but they actually work pretty slick for hauling water. So these trucks here that we're using, we've got 2 of them, and each one holds about 850 gallons. So we're watching how fast we can load on our quick turnaround times from the creek downtown or in the community village, and we're able to drop a few thousand gallons per hour. And with that, on the last time we did this, we had a really good go. We put down about 30,000 gallons of water, and the ground just inhaled it. But now it's absorbed it, it's frozen. Now everything we put on the top is staying on the top, which is good. So every gallon we put down, we're seeing it stay.
So there's a lot more to this than throwing water on sod.
Yeah, you know, it's if for people that are doing backyard rinks, you can manage stuff a little farther, and people will say, you know, my backyard rink, I can do this, I can do that. Yeah, you can, but with what we do at Castleton, we take it to a bit of an extreme because there isn't too many backyard rinks that are 50,000 square feet. So the one that we just put water on now, it's 90 feet by 190 feet, and we put 20,000 gallons of water on, and you would have thought that you just dumped a bucket on it and left it. But because of their size, it's not just a simple rink.
This cold snap we're getting now is helping a lot, I take it.
So what we're seeing tonight is going to help tremendously. Last night we started to see the temperatures drop. We hauled in about 10,000 gallons of water, and the ground responded very well to us putting it on. So again, we're not doing it like a simple backyard rink. Like we're watching temperatures like a hawk. We know when we can get on it, when we can't get on it. So it's a science, that's for sure. How long have you worked? I guess when you're hauling the trucks, how many hours will you be working on it today? Well, the boys, they start dropping water at about 3:30, 4 o'clock. We're probably going to haul tonight. Probably will go till about 9:30. We don't want to upset anybody in town with the noise of the vehicles moving in and out. But then we'll be back at it tomorrow morning to start hauling again.
So it should be a good base really by tomorrow?
By tomorrow morning, you will see some good results on the main rink. I think we're going to attempt to put the ice resurfacer down on it, give it a little bit of a shave and see how it looks. You'll probably be able to skate on it by tomorrow afternoon. There's a couple pockets that we knew were going to happen because if you put water down deep and expect it to freeze, it'll actually top freeze and you won't get anything in the middle. And that's exactly what it did, where these big air pockets, it froze the top and not the bottom, and the water dropped through, and now we've got to fill in those holes. So basically what you're seeing now is we're coming into the village. There's a general store, and we're going to take water from the creek that runs behind the store. And interestingly enough, there used to be a pond in there, and that pond is where the kids used to skate back in the 50s and 60s. And the story goes that there was a little girl that was skating on that pond broke through the ice, and a bunch of the boys formed a human chain to get her out. And then they realized that it's not safe to be on this pond because the water moved through too fast. So they decided we better keep building ice at the fields or at the school at that time. And with that, the kids began skating up there, and it's been a tradition throughout the town for many, many years now that they really go after that rink. So even as kids in public school, we'd have our break, and we would get a chance to go at a recess and go for a skate.